Hello, my name is KRASNOLOZHKINA Anastasiia. I am a student at Tchaikovsky Moscow State Conservatory of Music. My musical instrument is oboe. Among the universities teaching music, Moscow State Conservatory is one of the leading schools of Russia and the world in general. I have always been attracted by its majestic building, marble staircases, great teachers and outstanding musicians. Among the latter are oboe players including Koreshkov, Karentsov, Arudjov and Nazarov, who were also teaching at the Moscow Conservatory. Since 1940, Moscow Conservatory is named after Pyotr Tchaikovsky, its alumni and teacher. Famous monument dedicated to the great composer is located in front of the main campus. The Great Hall of the Conservatory is among the best concert halls in the world. There are 14 portraits of great composers. It looks rather stunning. The main advantage of the Great Hall is its unsurpassed acoustics. This is thanks to the architectural project of Zagorsky. Started from 1958, prestigious Tchaikovsky International Contest is held in the hall. To study at the conservatoire was my dream from very childhood. I was born in Moscow to a family of musicians. Both of my parents are oboe players, and I was surrounded with artistic atmosphere from the beginning. I have fallen in love with music with all my heart, in love with oboe. In 7th grade, I have reached a deep understanding that music is what I want to do my whole life. This is why, after the 7th grade, I have left the usual secondary school and went to the Gnezin State Musical College. My mother told me that once, when I was little, we were climbing the grandiose stairs of the Great Hall at the conservatory after a concert, and I suddenly asked her, "What if I will not be able to enter here to study?" My mother was surprised at that moment as to why the child decided to enter the conservatory and wanted to study there. And now here I am, studying at the best school, in the class of the best professor, Utkin Alexey Yurievich, already being a second-year student. I still cannot believe it. Life could not provide me with greater felicity. When the pandemic started, the conservatory immediately introduced the distance learning scheme. From March 2020, we were learning online, making recordings for the orchestra, compulsory models, piano, listening to the lectures online. It was tremendously hard, because for a musician, rehearsal, concerts, performing are the whole life, but the pandemic took it away. In September, we started attending classes again, but a month after that, distance learning came again. Since February, we are gradually coming back to normal. Everything is back face-to-face. At the conservatoire, masking is strictly followed and the rooms are aired regularly. I am so happy to see my teachers at last, to see their faces, their smiles, to hear their real voices. I was missing these things greatly. I was longing for them. The main advantage of the pandemic was the fact that we started to appreciate what we used to have. Alas, only when one loses something, one starts to appreciate it. Another advantage was that we started to have more time, as we didn't need to spend time commuting. We were staying at home. In those months, I have started to study even more because I had more time. I have learned a lot of new programs, further improved my oboe playing techniques. In the usual time, I would not be able to dedicate so much time to it, as I would have to commute. I can say with confidence that I have made the lockdown useful for me. Of course, the main disadvantage was the absence of the real communication. You couldn't see the faces of your classmates, beloved teachers, couldn't hear their voices, really talk to them. It was hard. But I hope that soon everything will be all right and we'll go back like as it used to be. I cannot wait for it. My greatest dream is to become a decent musician, oboist, a true professional, a teacher. I want to teach children, pass on my knowledge to them, share my experience, to help the students to walk this difficult but interesting path, to always develop further and learn more. I want to get a job in a good orchestra, to play together with wonderful conductors, musicians, to go for performances to different countries and cities. I'm happy because I'm doing what my heart calls me to do, what brings me immense pleasure: music.